Before we begin, ensure that you are completely alone. Listen closely to the rain. Every story has a beating heart. Some dark secrets simply refuse to stop. You're listening to Bloody Chapter, a chilling journey into the macabre. Silence bleeds into the dark night. The cold truth never truly sleeps.
Tonight's story. True horror story. My cat watched me sleep every night, then I found out why. Where love checks in, but never leaves. I never believed in bad luck, or curses, or whatever people call it when something refuses to make sense. But after what happened with Milo, I think about it every time I try to close my eyes. Because he still stares at me, even when he isn't there. It started on a Thursday night. Cold rain, empty street. I was walking home from my shift at the diner when I saw him, a small grey cat sitting under a flickering streetlight. He didn't move when I passed, just looked up at me. Those yellow eyes caught the light, and for a second, I thought I saw them blink twice at once. I shook it off. He looked soaked, so I crouched down and whispered, "Hey, buddy." He came right to me. No fear, no hesitation. When I brought him home, he walked through the door like he'd been there before. For the first few nights, he was normal. Slept on the couch, ate the cheap canned food I bought, purred when I scratched his neck. But then I started noticing little things. He wouldn't play. He wouldn't meow. He just watched. At first, I thought it was cute. Then I realized he only stared when I was sleeping. Every night around 3 a.m., I'd wake up to find him sitting at the foot of my bed. Still, silent, eyes wide open. I'd roll over, tell myself it was normal. Cats stare, right? But the longer I lay there, the louder the rain seemed to get, and the more I swore he wasn't blinking. A week later, I woke to find scratches on my bedroom door. Not long ones, not deep, just thin, vertical lines. Dozens of them. I thought maybe Milo was bored, so I closed my door the next night. He scratched for hours. When I opened it in the morning, there were fresh marks on the inside. I lived alone. I tried setting up my phone to record him while I slept, but when I checked the footage the next day, it was blank. Just black screen and static, like something had shut the camera off. A friend from work, Jenna, came over one night. She said, "You're not sleeping, are you?" I laughed, told her about the cat. She didn't laugh back. When she tried to pet Milo, he hissed and bolted under the bed. But that wasn't the part that bothered me. It was later, when she showed me the photo she took of us in the kitchen. I was smiling. She was laughing. And between us, sitting on the counter, was Milo. Only, he wasn't looking at the camera. He was staring directly at me. And his eyes, they were glowing white. Part 5. The noises that night. The rain wouldn't stop. It pounded the windows like fingers. I tried to sleep, but I kept hearing something under the bed. Like purring, deep, slow, almost human. When I looked, nothing. Just the faint smell of wet fur. I sat up, turned on the light, and saw Milo sitting in the corner, watching me. But this time, his head was tilted, too far. Like his neck was bending the wrong way. I whispered his name. He blinked, finally, and when he did, I heard a whisper in my ear. A voice that wasn't his, or mine. "You shouldn't have brought me home." I took Milo to the vet the next day. The vet frowned at the paperwork. She asked where I'd found him. I told her the street. She went pale. She said, "That cat, you said grey with yellow eyes?" I nodded. She opened a file, pulled out a photo, same cat, same eyes. He was euthanized 3 months ago. I laughed. She didn't. She showed me the paperwork. The collar number. The date. Everything matched. I drove home in silence. When I opened my apartment door, Milo was waiting on the bed. Dry. Calm. Tail swaying. Like nothing had happened. I didn't sleep that night. I just listened to the rain and tried not to look toward the corner. 3 nights later, I woke to the sound of footsteps. Not cat footsteps, human ones. Slow. Bare. Wet. When I sat up, Milo was gone. In his place, on the bed, was a small puddle of water. The air felt cold. The room smelled like dirt and rust. And from the shadows near the door, came the whisper again. You shouldn't have brought me home. I turned on the light. Nothing. Except, on the wall above my bed, were dozens of deep scratches, all spelling one word. Stay. I moved out the next morning. New city. New apartment. No pets. I still hear the rain sometimes, even when the forecast says clear skies. Sometimes, I wake up at 3 a.m. and I swear, I see 2 yellow eyes reflecting from the corner of the room. I tell myself it's a trick of light, that I imagined everything. But every now and then, when I look closely, the reflection blinks first. You've been listening to Bloody Chapter. Stories that live in the silence between raindrops. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories that haunt the mind long after the sound fades. Until next time, keep your door closed and your eyes open.